This is the ridiculously random podcast where we talk about everything except pro wrestling.
Whoa! Hey! Can I get a word in here? I want to introduce myself.
Oh, wait a second! I haven't even introduced myself. I'm your host, Big Ray, and this is my co-host, Colin Wysong.
Yes, and this is the ridiculously random podcast where we talk about movies, tech, games, pop culture, pretty much whatever the we want to talk about.
Oh, will you stop? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
You're not going to fit in that hole.
So, am I doing the intro or are you doing it?
Well. Look who finally decided to show up.
We were here before.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. I finally decided to show up to the ridiculously random podcast. Welcome everyone to the show. Ray, why are you looking so very?
Weren't we here before Colin?
Weren't we?
I can assure you that we were here before Colin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need video evidence of this.
What a piece of trash he is, right?
I set up the broadcast, so technically I was here last night before you.
Anyway,
we came here before you.
Anyway, we're gonna give ourselves a round of applause.
Hey, Ray. Since we're an award-winning show, I ran around and I polled the people, and the consensus was that everyone said that we're much like America, Big Ray.
What does that mean?
I was going to put him.
That's how 9 out of 10 listeners described us like that, Ray.
Well,
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
Go! You know the thing.
That's our president, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it? It's your president. It's not my freaking president. That's Aidan's president. He's a Democrat.
President. Yeah. Good job.
Switch him up.
Way to vote for that guy, Aidan. Yeah. Hey, you cried.
Oh, act like I'm gonna hit him.
You should.
I'm gonna hit him.
You should.
Live on TV.
You get the sad trombone.
All right. So I just wanted to wish everybody a happy 420. Obviously, I didn't have a chance to partake in any.
That's why I was late. I was smoking marijuana.
Oh, shut up. He's a fucking minor.
I'm gonna eat these gummies later.
What?
Huh? What?
What is that?
Gummies.
That don't look like any gummies I've seen.
Oh, they shouldn't be gummies that you've seen before. Well, anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen,
What the heck is that?
it's marijuana, Aidan. It's a gummy that has marijuana in it. Because Colin is a drug addict, and we're trying to get him help.
Much like the people on the subways of the MTA.
Remember, other kids, drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
Okay.
That's right. So, what do you think? You think drugs are bad?
I think drugs are very bad. Okay, it is ruining this nation for.
That's a lie, Liz. When you eat those cookies that you taunted me on Twitter with.
You don't hear my son doing fucking Donald Trump, and you're fucking cutting me off.
Great. It's a great Donald Trump.
Putting up goddamn posting shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
I will attack him. You got to talk here on the microphone. You're not talking to me. Lean in. Talk.
You don't have to lean in.
Talk.
You're talking to the beautiful people out here, Aidan.
Yeah, but the thing is that I don't hear him in my headset. So he was doing a goddamn great Donald Trump.
He was doing.
And you just cut him off.
Trump. I didn't cut him off. He was doing a great Donald Trump. Continue with your Donald Trump, Aidan. Just interject throughout the show.
Do what you want.
Just do it. You know, Aidan, let's just pretend like he's not here. How are you doing on this lovely evening?
I'm doing fantastic. Spring break has been great so far. And
I heard you're getting to spend the week with your father.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. And I saw Jennifer was kicking your ass in wrestling earlier. Is that true as well?
Why did you show him that?
Shut up.
It's okay. I know you were letting her win.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, that works. That works. Now, chat. I feel like we have to formally greet you to Aidan here.
Well, first, I don't mean to be rude or anything like that, but
who are you?
There might be people that don't know who the fuck this kid is.
I don't think people know who you are. We know who he is. I just said his name's Aidan.
I'm the goddamn reporter of the people, the Planet Big Ray here to stay to talk to this idiot over here today.
This idiot right here. This one.
Yes, I'm pointing at you. I'm not pointing at anyone. So for anyone who doesn't know, do you want to introduce yourself? Go ahead.
My name is Aidan. I am the son of Big
Reporter
Ray.
of the people.
Reporter of the people.
Yes, that's me. That's it. That's all you got. When you talk, you got to lean in just a little bit. Sounds much better. Try it.
I am 6 feet tall.
Did you know that your father used to be the mark of the people and the mass with the plan?
All right. Anyway, so I thought it would be really cool if I brought my son on to do his very first podcast. Why? Because I felt like it. So we're going to be talking a whole bunch of shit regarding what it's like to be a teenager now, how these kids don't freaking socialize and don't know how to interact with each other humanly.
That is very true.
See? So he already agrees with me. And we're just going to have some fun here. So and listen, I'm his father. So if I want to smack the living crap out of him, I will, live on camera. Aidan? No. They didn't hear you. No fingers in the hole. So anyway, so are we going to be hold on, let me just make sure I got this right here. So as we fade this out, Colin, it's time to hit that button.
You there, sitting at home, acknowledge me.
So who do we got? Do I have to do this?
Looks like we've got, let me start from the top here. Looks like we've got Lizbeth in the chat. Aidan, say hello to Lizbeth.
Oh, hello, Elizabeth. How you doing?
That's a woman.
Yeah, allegedly.
Biological woman.
It's a biological woman.
Biological woman.
Sure
Next we have.
We're not sure.
Next we have Ray. I'm going to need you to turn that down. When we say this gentleman's name, Aidan, we greet him like this.
Javi Uchiha.
That's correct. That is Javi Uchiha.
Oh.
Next, we've got Lawrence Weaver. Aidan, say what's up to Lawrence.
Oh, Lawrence, how you doing? I'm doing
go.
just fine.
Awesome.
He didn't ask you how you were doing though.
Yeah, he did. He did. It's the thing that, look, kids now, Ray, they have a new skill where they can actually talk to people through the internet now. They don't need...
So he already knows.
Yeah,
got
he
it.
already knows. Yeah.
I really should have got it. I really should have got another fucking microphone.
You should have got another kid. Buckshot Kid.
Oh, you prick. At least mine doesn't have to run every time they see the government agency.
What?
Yeah, it's true. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin's son is illegal and a demon.
He was
a
born
demon
right
fiend.
right across the border. Let's see. We got, yes, I'm stuck in a house. Kibbles and Bits. Ain't nothing more delicious than kibbles and bits. Yeah, that's what we said. We said you're a woman every day. Then we've got Buckshot Kid.
Oh,
Finger
God.
in the hole.
We got fist in the hole here.
Fist in the hole.
You know what fisting is, Aidan?
No.
I'd rather not know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to you after off here.
So, we've got Mario. Happy 420. We've got Pie. Is that like scissoring pie in the hole?
I guess. I have to figure out this whole, how am I telling about in the hole later.
In the hole later.
In the hole.
And
what?
He's late, but better late than never. Our good friend Lone Wolfers, he was probably over there watching friend of the show, Billy Ray Valentine's friend's show, Tony Arterburn, in the Arterburn radio transmission.
It's Atterburn. It's Atterburn.
Arterburn. R like you're a pirate. Arterburn.
I don't know, dude. This is your fucking friend, not mine. Shit.
That was kind of funny how you two just like looked at each other in tune with the music.
Doesn't his beard look like what I was sweeping up in the bathroom this morning?
All your
You know
pubes?
what?
Did you
It
like shave your
kind of
pubes?
does.
I swear to God, you goddamn interrupt my son again. We're gonna fucking go to town on you. We're gonna be all over your ass like a goddamn spider monkey.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to rage all the time. Calm down.
And there's happy music on, and you're raging. What is wrong with you? Did someone accost you on the subway today, Big Ray?
I'm cranky.
Did you
Chill.
smoke weed today on 420?
No,
You should have. That's probably why.
I can't because
Aiden, I'm gonna need you to go get your son and go get your dad some weed
when he goes to bed, I'm gonna puff
and
at
pass,
least 2 of them.
or just
The,
puff.
the way he looked at me, it's like my father.
Here, you want one of these gummies, Aiden? I'll give you one of these.
No,
gummies.
don't do
Grab
that.
one.
Don't eat that,
Grab one.
Aiden. Don't eat that.
Grab one out of the thing.
Don't eat that gummy.
Just
Do
grab
not,
one out of there.
Aiden. Do not grab
Enjoy
the
the
gummy.
trip.
Don't grab the
Enjoy
gummy.
Enjoy the
Don't
trip.
grab this. Stop crying.
There you go. Cry all you
Only-
want. It's okay.
Only transgenders cry.
Whoa.
What?
That's I don't know. The Cure taught me boys don't cry.
We all cry.
They don't
I
cry.
feel like I do need a Snickers. I am cranky. Not because you know
Ray,
what.
you know, we can probably transition out of this segment. You know, I would like to probably wait for more people to get into the chat, right? But back by popular demand, Big Ray,
Oh Christ.
it's Colin tries something.
What are you gonna try?
This week, Colin has flamin' hot Mountain Dew.
Oh no.
You got to talk here.
Oh no. Yeah, oh no for sure. Colin's
What do you
butthole.
mean? What do you mean? Hold on. You know what? Maybe
It's
this will help you.
flamin' hot. It's like, so you know how you're flamin' gay? This is
Right,
flamin'
right.
hot.
After you're finished, with-
Don't touch the microphone. What
He's
the
like,
hell?
He's like Ricky Bobby.
Look,
He
it's
don't
my
know what to
first
do with his
day,
hands.
man.
I know it's your first day, but you don't touch the microphone. What the hell? Did you see that
Hey,
disrespect? You
he's
touched it
gonna
again.
he's gonna
Aidan.
kill me.
Aidan.
He's gonna kill me after this is done.
Don't touch the microphone.
That's where the pause button is.
I'm gonna pull it away from you. And like I said, when you speak into the
All right,
microphone.
All right, look. All right,
like
cool.
this.
Yeah, you speak like
See?
a hand puppet. All right, well, Ray, do we have music? Do we have anything queued up for this Colin tries things?
Well,
segment?
what kind of music? So I can get something, but what is like culinary music?
I don't know. I don't.
What kind of music would we do for
I could.
you know what, let's do a cooking show music. Does that work?
I guess that works. Yeah.
All right, let's try this. Let's see how this. I don't know how the hell this is going to sound. This is probably going to be like a 3-minute commercial or something like that. So let's hold off.
And you're right. There was a 3-minute
So
commercial.
it's a 15-second. So what is it first before you try it?
Okay, so this is Mountain Dew, but it is flamin' hot Mountain Dew. It is
your
dew
butthole's gonna
with
burn
a
in few
blast
seconds.
of
Again, he's interrupting you.
and citrus flavor with other natural. So it looks like it's got the same type of shit that is in flamin' hot Cheetos.
What?
My butthole's gonna be on fire, Ray.
Well, that's what did you say before?
Your butthole's gonna burn after a few seconds.
Yeah, it's probably done. Like I'm done after this, right?
All right, so here we go. Here, hold on. Let me play this music.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, this is Colin Wysong tries something here on the Ridiculously Random
Podcast.
Yes. Okay, so for the people listening at home, we have Colin. He's opening this terrible. So again, can you just show the bottle for the people watching live? So this is Mountain Dew Flaming Hot. Now, can you possibly read off some ingredients, my friend? How does it smell? What is the aroma like?
Okay, so it smells like a citrusy Mountain Dew. A little more limey than what a normal Mountain Dew is, right? There's no heat or like spice to it just yet, right? Like
Okay.
nothing like if I was eating like a paleta with like the pico or whatever, like the pepper ones. You know what I'm saying?
He's like a
pepper
fucking
candy.
white guy. He has no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so number one, this is mostly carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup.
Mm.
Yep, there it is, right there. The ester of rosin. I'm sure that's really healthy for you.
Wait, is that the stuff that they put on the bags
Yeah, I
to
think
make your
it's the
fingers
stuff
stick?
they
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Aiden, do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions before I
Why
die?
would you subject yourself into drinking this for a
Content.
podcast?
Content creation, Aiden. Content creation.
Yeah, we just do stupid shit, Aiden.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like have your dad on the show.
All right, so right now Colin is taking actually a healthy swig, a sip of this soda. How's it taste?
So it's citrusy.
You said that already.
No, I know, but the taste. There's not really like I feel the burn, like of it being flaming hot, but it's not really like on the front of the taste buds like you would think like a spicy something like saying that it'd be flaming hot would be. Like it's more lime flavored with no real spice to it.
Is it similar to the burn that most women that have been with you experience after
Yes.
relations?
Yes.
the exhausted sigh from my son. So what is it? So
Look, he's much like the vet. He's already over it.
We're getting questions. We have cinnamon.
No, it's not cinnamon.
Carbonation hot versus taste hot. Got it.
I mean, it's not even really hot. Like, I mean, it does. I guess I can taste the hot now. If you start to drink more of it, which I'm not, you will definitely taste the hot.
Gam Wolfers wanted me to play Ram Ranch. I can't do that. I have a minor here. That sounds like a movie we shouldn't be watching.
That's it. That's it. That's all I got right there.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you have any questions?
You have any questions? Any questions?
No. Okay. He is like the vet.
He's very much like the vet.
It's
See,
a
I was
little bit of a jerk.
Can you? So I was thinking this. You know, I had made this originally for friend of the show, Strangler Steve King, but I was thinking we should play this for the Colin segment. Hang on.
And I have to apologize to everybody. We keep getting our videos taken down, so I'm just gonna give you a heads up right now. Until we move over to Twitch on a permanent basis, we're probably not going to be playing as many videos and long audio clips as we had in the past. Is that fair, Colin?
Yeah, that works.
All
Can
right.
you hear it?
No, I can't hear anything. What I see is a white blank screen.
Oh, it's not playing
My son
anything?
falling asleep.
God dang it! Hang on.
That's all I see.
This is ridiculous. I don't know why I didn't play.
And
This
random.
is ridiculous. All right. Well, I will work on this throughout the show. But Ray,
Will you?
we're here
Yeah.
with your son.
Okay.
Monumentous occasion.
It is a pretty big deal.
No, you cannot.
I'm just saying. I mean, listen, if you're gonna, one time, I don't know if you know this, Colin, but one time live on onewrestling.com, I was unboxing, actually unwrapping a pack of WWF baseball cards. Remember they had these baseball cards back in the day, and I was with my friend Bill Schuyler. He passed away a couple of years ago. I know you remember this guy probably, and
I do, yeah.
and there was a piece of bubble gum in that pack. That was the worst fucking thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, you ate it?
I tried it, yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my god!
it was from had to be from 1986 or 87 or something like that.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Bro, I put it in my mouth, Aiden, and it disintegrated into this disgusting paste. And then it tasted like, at first, when you first chew it, right? It
Yeah.
has a hint of the bubblegum flavor, and then it just all goes to hell.
Oh,
Oh man.
It's
Oh, that's so
it was
terrible.
so bad, dude.
yeah. That's like would you? So if you had a pack of cards from the '80s that had the bubble gum in it, would you eat it?
You talking to me or Aiden?
Either one of you.
No,
you wouldn't?
no.
I would try it.
Why not?
Oh, Babo's here.
Babo. Hang on, wait. Is
Oh, Babo,
Babo's in the
that's
chat?
Yeah.
Babo's in the
My
chat?
asshole.
Babo, hey, Babo.
Hey, Babo.
But hey, Bubba. Hey, I
Well-
got the Mountain Dew Flaming Hot. I'm gonna try it again just for you since you're here. Whenever anybody new comes in the chat that we haven't seen before, Ray, I have to take a swig of Flaming Hot.
Yeah, but you know
Mountain Dew.
Babo.
No, but he's new. Like he wasn't in the chat when we did the roll call, right?
Okay.
So now he can't leave.
Oh,
and
I'm
come
sorry.
Back.
Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, so we're gonna. Can you hit the button, please? Can you hit the fucking button for him, please?
You there, sitting at home.
That's so terrible.
Acknowledge me.
All right, so we got the mighty Babo.
Hey, Bubba. Let's find a picnic basket.
All right, so we're done. So, I guess me and my son, Aidan, we really don't talk a lot when it comes to like what the hell teenagers go through nowadays.
No, we don't.
You can talk right in here whenever.
No, we don't.
Okay, I'm gonna give him some lessons right now on radio. Okay, so check this out. So when we're talking, right, and I ask you a question, waiting all that time is not good.
You don't want dead air.
No dead air. So, Aidan, how does dad's farts smell?
Disgusting.
Boom, nailed it. Okay, Aidan.
That was an easy one though.
All right, Colin, relax yourself. Aidan, isn't your father freaking fantastic?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Who are you talking to? Me or the microphone?
You.
Oh, but you're supposed to talk to the microphone.
Yes.
There you go. Freaking, I'm amazing. He's now professional.
Professional.
Professional podcaster.
I wouldn't say professional, but
The professionalist. The most professional of professionals.
Why does I keep hitting the freaking F8 switch here? Anyway, so I want to ask the chat to ask my son questions, and I'm also going to ask you, Colin, because Colin has a baby fiend.
I do.
Yeah,
really?
yeah, he does. See how good that was. Look how much better he is at podcasting already. See how he was like, really? And
Really?
fucking leaned in and looked in the camera. My man, you'll get there one day. You get there one day.
One day.
I was wondering if anybody had any questions regarding what it's like being a teenager. So right now, Buckshot Kid is saying, Big Ray, get your son some proper gloves that cover all his fingers. Aidan, could you please explain to this moron what kind of gloves those are? This non-artistic piece of garbage, please.
These are gloves for digital animation. It came with a stylus. It's so your hand doesn't smudge against the screen whenever you're drawing.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
I have
so
a.
they're also very comfortable. So
That too.
right. So that's why he's wearing them.
What kind of stylus do you use, Aidan? Because I have. Hang on.
What are you looking at me for? You're the one who uses it.
I have two right here that I enjoy. They're both the same company. This one is a Digiroot,
Is that good?
and this other one's a Digiroot.
You said it was two companies.
Well, it's the same company, but it's two different pens.
Didn't he say two companies?
He said two companies.
I thought they were different companies, but they're the same company. So this is the
Yeah.
Digiroot. It's got the rubber tip, right?
Right.
And you can unscrew that, and it's got one of these one of the flat tips for drawing. Have you seen the flat tips on the
Yeah, except on mine, it's magnetic.
styluses? Right here.
Well, I can't see. Always sees your dirty beard. What is that?
That's the part of the stylus. That's the flat part that you draw with.
We're talking about
And
those.
so it's
Yeah,
like
no.
it's like you can put the whole thing flat and draw that way.
Yeah,
or-
that no, my stylus does not have that.
Yeah, so this is like a professional one, Ray. You should get something like this from him.
All right.
It's
So
really
why don't
cool.
you send me the link and then send me a check?
And then like it unscrews and you can look
See how
the other side. Look,
you see
it
how
uns-
Do you see how Uncle Colin keeps ignoring me? I said send me a link and send me a check. You don't want to pay for it.
so like you can unscrew the cap on the other side, and
Still
so
ignoring
you
me, by
have
the way.
both. You have both here, Aidan. You have the normal stylus and the weird flat tip stylus. You should check those out. Digiroot. I think I got them on Amazon.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay. So can I have the link?
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
It's
And
the J way.
oh, hold on. The J Way's here. Stand by.
New person in the chat.
Hold on.
I gotta hit this Mountain Dew.
Let's
Are gonna
go,
make me-
Colin.
You're gonna
Yeah.
make me finish this bottle.
Yeah. then Colin's gonna have to pee in that same bottle when he's done. So it's the J. So we have it's the J-Way joining the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
So the J-Way says, and I quote, "Oh shit, my bad. I didn't realize Aidan was there." So here's the funny thing, Aidan. This is the first person in the chat to spell your name correctly. How do you feel about that?
Let me tell you something real quick. So at my
my
school, I've been there since kindergarten. Everybody there has spelt my name Aiden,
they're dumb.
and
Those
I'm in the
bastards.
8th grade now, and they still spell it wrong. They still spell it
bastards.
wrong.
Well, that's because I'm sure most of the people are like Colin. They're called dyslexic. Right, Colin?
So congratulations, Lawrence. You did a good job.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Lawrence. You know what? Does he get the gimmick? The gimmick schnabitz? Hold on.
I appreciate this treatment.
Oh,
So-
I'm just giving back to you what you give to me every single time.
So right here,
you do the impact attack.
Aidan,
Oh.
what's the biggest mystery in life you want the answer to?
Now we're being now listen. So we give serious answers here too. We don't have to just be funny. I mean, you can just talk. Go ahead. Talk to the mic.
What's the biggest mystery in life?
You have to hear yourself. Do you hear yourself?
Honestly, I do not know.
The answer's 42.
I've never thought about that actually. That's pretty interesting.
Well, the answer's 42.
Oh, stop.
It is. Read
that-
Hitchhiker's
that-
Guide to the Galaxy.
That's the meaning of life.
It is the meaning of life.
Yeah, Aiden's pretty freaking smart. Just so you know that. Here's the thing I notice about these kids nowadays. They don't give a shit about anything. They don't care about life. They don't care about what happens after life. Why don't you care about? Like, do you ever think about getting older?
On a rare occasion, yeah, I do.
Like, what's your biggest fear? Or do you have a fear, or do you have an interest, or something that, like, what goes through your mind about getting older? Like,
Really, all that comes to mind is how am I going to have a stable life as an adult? Like,
God damn, that's pretty deep.
like-
I didn't think-
like how am I gonna make
That's
money?
pretty deep.
How am I gonna use that money correctly?
Freecash.com. You can,
stop
you
it.
can
Don't-
get free money.
Just don't listen to Colin when he comes to
Downloading
this.
downloading mobile games and playing
Aiden,
them.
he has fake money, and he thinks he's a billionaire. He has
I am. Look.
Look.
At one point in time, I was a billionaire. Aiden, look at that.
That's
How many commas is that? That's tres commas.
So the J-Way says Aiden sounds manlier than Ray.
It
Much
is.
like
I
your
had
mother.
that posted up. I had that posted up just a second ago.
Much
We
like
still
your-
have some more.
Well, don't
we-
cut me off when I'm
You
making
have
fun
more
of somebody.
questions.
Much like your mother, J-Way. She's very manly.
We have more questions.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Let's see. Aiden, as a teen, are you worried that you will lose your hair like your dad?
Yes, I.
More like your uncle. Your uncle is actually bald. I am bald by choice.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I feel like
I
we're
sh-
playing the newlywed game.
He has he used to have a full head of hair. The thing is, he always shaves it off. I don't know why, but he does.
Because I look freaking
Oh,
incredible this way.
Oh, hey, Big Ray.
Yo, hold on.
We've got someone new in the chat.
Here we go.
Oh,
You gotta hit the button.
Go.
You gotta hit the button.
Let me guess. We're gonna do this every time.
Every time.
Okay.
It's fine. Now we have a lady with one boob sticking out. Colin, we don't see your camera. You know that,
You
right?
there,
What the?
sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Canada Spaceman has just entered the fray. You see what he just did there, Colin? That's what he does every night, and then he cries and goes to sleep. I'll explain to you later.
It's Roman Reigns.
You're looking a little bit different than usual, Roman. Oh, never
Oh,
mind. It's
boy.
Colin.
I had to
That's
come
a bu-
back. I had to hit my switch.
Is it
Mountain Dew
nasty?
since
Is
Canada
it
Spaceman's
really?
here.
Is it good at all?
Hmm.
No,
Not really. No.
But is it bad?
I mean, it's not really bad. I don't know who would want to drink this.
So the drink is just meh.
I feel like Mountain Dew could have taken that money that they spent to create this to storyboard this, to pitch this in meetings, to pay people to do this, to distribute it, to bottle it, to pay people to create the formula, and they could have just given that money to me.
Yeah. It's pretty disgusting, I'm sure.
Because they
it
just
looks...
took a shit ton of money and just set it on fire.
So my question to you is,
This is terrible.
do you know what's going to happen to you later in the bathroom?
Flames out of my arsehole.
Well,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
This is gonna be me. This is gonna be
You're
me
right.
later.
Ay, cabrón. Oh.
so the J-Way asks, Aidan, now check this out. A lot of the youth are like this, by the way, because I know the answer already. But Aidan, do you follow your dad as a Yankees, Giants, and Knicks fan? Who do you like?
Yes, I do follow my dad.
Poor kid.
Aidan, who plays first base for the Yankees?
I do not
Go
know.
ahead, look.
I do not know.
Okay, who's the power forward for the New York Knicks?
Anyways, I don't watch sports, but I
Okay.
still follow you.
So then that's the answer. He just he's a Yankees fan, a Knicks fan, and a Giants fan, but he has no idea of any guys on the team. He doesn't give a shit either. He doesn't care. Kids don't care about sports anymore. Do you why do
Don't.
you
Don't
not
have the
care
attention
about
span.
sports? I'm just curious. Talk here in the mic. No dead space, no dead air.
I have nothing to say, so
There's no reason why you're not interested in sports.
Is it Tino Martinez?
Shut up. Tino Martinez.
I don't know. I'm just not interested in sports.
What do you you know what I like?
He's into digital animation.
Well, that is your thing, right?
Yeah.
So what drew you into digital animation? Talk right here.
Where do I start?
Start at the beginning.
The beginning. So digital animation. There was this game called Cuphead, which is based on old 1930s cartoons. I wanted to try and replicate that. So when I got my Chromebook a few months in later, I decided to download an animation app and create my first animation, which is absolute crap, by the way.
Actually, it wasn't that bad, but go ahead.
That's a lie. Anyways, so I was never ever able to replicate that style, but I've definitely gotten better.
Do you draw outside of just like do you
Yes,
do you like to
yes,
draw
I-
on pen and paper and do art that way, like the
Yeah.
old school way and stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think I do better on pen and paper than I do actual digital animation.
Now there are ways for you to put your pen and paper into the digital.
I know, like stop motion, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah. True.
Another thing these kids nowadays, they don't like working.
I really don't.
They don't like putting I always tell you, to get good things, you have to work on it. Nothing easy comes. It's like Colin, right? So Colin he's a chef, right? Actually, he works at a shitty pizza shop. But anyway, so he's a chef, right?
Right?
Dare you?
And what happened?
It's fucking awesome.
Anyway, so Colin, as a professional cook, but it's really like, it's like a fast food joint, it's really shitty stuff. But as a chef, isn't it better? It's like going to a fast food joint, like where Colin works, and ordering a pizza, or going home and taking your time, and you got the dough and you got the powder, and you make the sauce from scratch, and you grate the cheese yourself, and you put it in a brick oven. It takes time, but it's gonna be a better pizza, not like the pizza they sell in that shit joint that Colin works at. But anyway, what happened, Colin?
Hey, do that motion that you were doing again where you were grating the cheese. It looked like you were doing something else under the table.
See, this is when silence comes really good into the podcast, because then the person that asked the stupid question just feels like a bigger ass.
No, I never feel like a bigger
Oh.
ass. No, you're ugly. You're hideous. Non-circular pizza. How dare you, Liz? How dare you?
Terrible.
Pizzas are circular. Aidan, what
Yeah.
shape are pizzas?
Square.
We literally had a square pizza today.
Sicilian's the best.
Yeah. We literally had a square pizza today. So much better than that stupid round pizza. It's just garbage. Am I right, guys?
I give up.
What the hell's going on with Canada Spaceman? It seems like he's upset about something.
He lives in Canada.
Well, besides that, are you guys still locked down in Canada?
Oh,
No?
so now Bobo's turning against me. I
Yeah.
see how it is.
It's just a fact.
The last time I drink flaming hot Mountain Dew for you people.
Yo, I got this crazy story real quick. I wanted to bring up to you. I don't know if you heard about this. This really pissed me off, and I wanted to know what you felt about it. So check this out. And Aidan, you haven't heard this story yet either. Oh wait, this is not good. I might want to put the Wi-Fi on this gimmick, Snabbits. Okay, could not load. Why is it not loading the media now? Okay, here we go. Dolphin stranded on a Texas beach dies after crowd tried to ride the animal.
What the heck is wrong with people? Try to push it back into the water.
Well, this is your generation, bro. Hold on, let me read this. A dolphin stranded on a Texas beach died after a crowd of people harassed the animal and tried to ride it. Reporters from NBC News have stated the female dolphin washed up on a Quintana Beach. What is it, Quintana? Yeah, the Quintana Beach Sunday evening. The Texas marine mammal stranded. The Texas marine mammal stranding. What the fuck? Stranding Network says this. Whoever wrote this wrong. Anyway, in a Facebook post, that the dolphin was pushed back to sea. What? Was pushed back to sea while beachgoers tried to swim with and ride the sick animal. So basically, instead of taking the dolphin, Aidan and Colin, and pushing this poor sick dolphin back into the water, they tried to ride, and it says that the dolphin was harassed. Was it say that, Aidan?
No, I'm sorry. This is hilarious because I can imagine these people really trying to ride this dolphin and not trying to push it back out to sea like fucking idiots.
I am disappointed in my generation right now.
Yeah. And most of these people were transgender. I'm just putting it out there.
You don't know that.
What? You sure?
There were half of them were crackheads from the MTA.
They were all Biden supporters and Canadians. They were Canadians visiting Texas.
They were underage Asian hookers.
Yo, dude, your eyes look so swollen right now, Colin.
Because I'm laughing so hard from thinking about the riding the dolphin.
It is so sucky. So I'm wondering, no, they weren't Dominican, Bobo. I don't think they were Dominican. Dominicans
sure
don't
they
ride
weren't
dolphins.
Dominican? They could have.
No, they would have stolen the dolphins' wallets.
Where's the gold chain the dolphin was wearing? I swear it had a gold chain.
You ever seen a dolphin with a gold chain, Aidan?
No.
No, yes you have. Yes, you have.
I have not.
Yes,
Not
he
in New
has.
York because they get them stolen.
Aidan, what do you? Let me ask you a question. I never asked my son this. Aidan, do you know what just happened here in New York City, right?
Yeah.
With the guy that tried to kill everybody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that one of the reasons why you and your mother don't like riding the subway?
Yes.
Like, no, seriously, like, what do you fear?
That we're gonna die.
But why? I'm on the train every single time. I smack crack pipes out of people's hands.
And you almost die every night.
It's true.
I think
That's one
his
of the
point's been
reasons
made.
why.
Hey, Ray, ask him.
Why am I Gacy? Who the fuck is
What?
Gacy?
Where-
I was about to
where are
ask
you?
that. Who was Gacy?
No,
What,
you're
Joe
one drop.
Gacy?
You're
Oh, wait.
African interview.
Wait. I think Canadian spaceman meant gay.
Now you see another thing wrong with this young generation. They don't even know the names of the countries. It's Canada. It's Canada Spaceman, Aidan. See, it says it right there, Canada Spaceman. It's 2 words.
Do you like New York, Aiden?
What?
Do you want to move away from New York?
No.
No, you like it? Okay.
But he will. When I move from New York, he's coming with me.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. When you move to North Carolina?
We're not moving to North Carolina. Why would we move from a shithole to an armpit?
Because it's way better than the shithole and armpit of New York and New Jersey. Duh.
Can I ask you, do the teachers in your school, do they have what do they teach you like what is sex ed now? Do they teach sex ed in school now?
We have and none of our I can't speak.
Don't hit the table. Jesus. I gotta teach this kid something. Hitting tables, grabbing mics. Colin, what are we doing here?
I don't know. This is
all right.
We have never learned we have never had a sex ed class.
Really?
Never.
Well, aren't you like 18 already?
13.
Oh.
But I don't get it. Like, why take that out of middle school when your body is changing? Kids would need to ask their parents, and they don't know what the heck is going on. And yeah.
Did you find it weird when you and I had that talk?
Yes.
What was weird about it?
When you had the finger in the hole chat?
Yeah, we had that talk.
Okay.
Like what was the most awkward? Now you're not talking to your dad. You're talking to your co-host now. So we're just podcasting. Like, what was the weird
don't be
freaking
nervous.
thing? Yeah, you can look like I'm talking to you. We can look in the camera if you feel weird.
You can look at me.
But you can look at Colin. Don't look at Colin. He's judging you. But like, what was weird about that time? Do you remember the talk? Do you remember the banana, the condom? Do you remember the drawings?
I wish I did.
The condom and the drawing.
I wish I did.
It was a huge banana, a plátano.
Please stop.
What? It's true.
It's true, but
it's true. I was like, look, this is Dad's. That's what it looks like.
What? I thought you said don't hit the table.
Well, I'm
when you put a giant banana on the table, you have to hit the table.
Exactly.
It's mandated that
You're not gonna fit in that hole.
Not.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Liz said the talk is terrible.
Who, Liz?
Yeah, she said that having that talk.
But did I not answer all your questions?
You did, yes.
So tell me if you remember anything about the talk. Like, what was the awkward thing? What was like the bad thing? The scary thing? The thing that made you cringe the most? Like, talk to them. Tell them what the hell's going on. Talk to Colin. If you don't feel comfortable, you want me to leave? Oh, so talk to them.
The most awkward part for me was the finger in the hole part. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stop. I can't stop him, obviously. That was the most awkward part. The scary part was
Did they show the birthing video? Did you have to watch a baby being birthed?
No, Colin, when Aidan freezes up, just jump in.
Yeah, did you watch a baby being birthed?
No,
I haven't shown him that. Oh, I gotta show him that.
I watched my son coming out of the fiend, and it was
now I know what we're doing tomorrow. Colin, now I know what we're doing
very
tomorrow.
Life changing. Ray, while he's looking down, have you explained those?
A blowjob and anal sex. I explained that to you, right?
Finger not in the holes.
Come, let's talk this way, buddy. Finger not in the holes. Well,
finger not in the holes.
I mean,
so now, what was the other topic that you wanted to talk about? Kids in social media, kids on the internet. What was the other?
I just wanted to talk. Like, again, I don't get this. Like, you don't really hang out outside a lot with people. Why?
Well, I mean, it's basically random if I find somebody to like hang out with, because I don't really get people's phone numbers and stuff. I don't really communicate with them afterwards. So it's kind of difficult making like new permanent friends.
Why is
It's
that?
a little easier to make friends on the internet, isn't it?
Like, do you have a bunch of friends on the internet that you?
Oh yeah,
that's weird.
I mean, how
it's easier
on the internet, right?
It's easier to communicate when you don't have to go to a specific spot every time you meet up.
But that was the fun of it. Like when I was a kid. Like, all right, so check this out, Colin. See if it was the same for you, because we're only a few years apart. We're
Probably
not like,
was.
But Colin, how old are you again?
38. I'll be 38.
Right, so he's 38. I'm 46. I've got almost about 10 years on him.
Dang, you're
but
old.
I'm good. I'm good because I'm kind of in the middle. I'm more so on your side of things, Ray. But I remember when I was younger, we could pretty much run around and not worry about things, right? Like you
Right.
could run around in people's yards at night, like nobody really cared. And then right as I got into my like teens, that's when kids weren't like running through people's yards anymore. It was kind of kids played in the street and they were back inside by 9, 10 o'clock playing video games and sitting in front of the TV doing things. Again, that was also because the Attitude Era was kind of the prime thing, and everybody was watching wrestling and primetime television and all that type of stuff, which is a thing people don't do anymore nowadays either.
Gam this is one of our closest friends here, and everybody here is pretty much our closest friend. But he says maybe you're an introvert. Do you find yourself to be an introvert, or is it just the way things are nowadays? Like, do kids like when I like just before you answer that question? Let's say I had a bunch of friends, right?
Right.
We would meet. We would talk in school and be like, "Yo, Saturday we're gonna meet at the baseball field at 8 o'clock," and then we would meet at 8 o'clock in the morning or whatever the hell, and we would have plan our day and continue our day like that.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that you feel like you're an introvert, or it's just this is the way things are?
Honestly, I don't think of myself as an introvert. I think of myself actually as an extrovert because I like meeting new people, making new friends. I think it's just how things are now.
That's isn't it? You don't find that weird, Colin? That like how do you meet? Like I know you're only 13, and I don't know if you're. Well, I know you're in. Well, how can I put this? See, I
They
had
meet
that.
through games. They meet through player tags. I mean, there's ways to meet and stuff online. Now, Buckshot Kid here wants to know, Aiden, have you ever seen porn before at
No,
your age?
I have not.
No.
You never
Um,
have, honestly.
I'm being honest.
You really haven't.
No, I haven't.
He's a really good kid. Not that
Here.
it makes you a bad kid. Do not,
this is UFO porn.
Colin. This is the thing that got us struck down last time.
The UFO porn got us struck down.
That got us struck down
The
big
UFO
time.
porn, really?
Yes,
You can't show UFO porn.
you cannot show UFO porn.
That is ridiculous.
Your video's gonna get struck down.
Yeah, at random, by the way.
That is terrible. Well, I just showed him his first porno.
So you've
Aliens
never
get off
seen
the
that
net.
before?
No, I haven't.
So now I have more things to show him tomorrow.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to.
oh, yeah.
I'm not going to show my 13-year-old porn, guys. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, that is not.
Jesus freaking Christ!
That is not.
I get effing canceled.
Um,
But I do find it. I don't know. Like, I couldn't like picture not physically interacting with my friends all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like how many friends do you say you really think you have? Like friends.
Like friends across the internet or like in real life or
In real life, like people that eventually one day you would go out and hang out and
Dougie
grab.
Fresh.
Oh, hold
welcome
on.
to the show.
Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. We have another person in the chat.
here comes the Mountain Dew.
Yeah, so you gotta hit the button, Colin.
You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are acknowledging Doug E. Fresh. That's Dougie Fresh Richards has entered the chat. And Colin, Dougie Fresh, just so you know, Colin's been drinking. Show him the bottle. Show him the bottle one more time. It is a hot, flaming hot Mountain Dew. It is fucking disgusting. And also for the people just joining us, this is my 13, soon to be 14-year-old son, Aidan James, who is actually just as a little bigger than I am now. No, maybe I'm a little taller than you. What do you think?
You're 1 inch taller than me.
1 inch taller.
He's getting there. He's getting there. It's close.
13 years old. The only reason I look bigger right now is because I'm leaning in because I'm a professional, and Aidan talks all the way back here so nobody can hear him.
Are you like the most professional, like Brian Myers?
No, I'm not. Aidan, do you know who Brian Myers is?
No.
No one does.
No.
He is not professional at all.
No one does. No one does. You'd be shocked about his knowledge of professional wrestling.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Big.
You might want to throw him a couple of questions, guys, out there. I think Aidan's you're pretty well versed in the history of pro wrestling, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Name 2 4 horsemen.
Oh no.
Come on, Aidan. You got it. Woo! You got it. You got it. Woo!
Well, you just gave it away. One of them is Ric Flair.
Who?
Who?
Oh, I was sneezing.
Ric
Who?
Flair? Yeah, that's right.
And what's the other one? Oh man, my arm hurts. My
My
arm.
my arm
My arm hurts.
my arm Anderson hurts. Oh gosh.
No, nothing. Oh, damn.
I'm
My
disappointed you. I am sorry.
I think my Lex Luger's hurting here. Can someone check out my Lex Luger? Ah.
What is it? Lawrence Weaver says. Do you agree with this, Aidan? Lawrence
Uh-oh.
Weaver says.
Uh-oh.
What? We have
Uh-oh.
a
Breaking
It's
news.
going.
Breaking news in the chat.
I got the breaking news music. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. I got the breaking. Hold on. I got the breaking news. Ready? Here we go.
Okay, well, my music's kind of foreshadow your breaking news.
And now with breaking news, Colin, the unhung one. Colin, take it away. How you doing? Happy 420, folks. As Colin drinks that gross shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are acknowledging our great friend, the one and the only, Tia, Miss Tia, the Transarchus. Can you hit the other button while that's playing? Which one? You there, at home.
You there. Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Incredible.
Absolutely brilliant.
Not bad, right? Still got to lean in it when you talk. I'm just
So
throwing it out there.
so Ray, like I said, I kind of bridge the gap here because I do work with teenagers, and a lot of them just throw their headphones in and just want to work. You know, they're pretty much right here what Lawrence said. They throw their headphones in, they listen to their music, they work. They play video games. A lot of times they're going home and playing video games. They play a lot of Rocket League.
I've never played that.
These kids play a lot of Rocket League, a lot of NBA 2K. But
What do you play mostly? Like, where do you find the best interaction?
Through online, mostly. I'm gonna be honest. Through online mobile games, I come across the most people.
Like what games? Like what games in particular?
I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this one now. Among Us is one of them.
Among Us?
Yes.
The hell is that?
Okay.
Oh.
Astronaut try not get killed by alien.
Do you play
What?
Fortnite?
You play Fortnite?
I've only played Fortnite I think 5 times maybe.
About as many
something.
times as I've played it too.
You know what's funny? Aiden's one of the only kids, and I'm gonna make everybody who's a parent jealous right now, that he'll be playing Fortnite or a game like that, and he'll be like, "Oh, too many microtransactions." Am I right?
Speaking of that, microtransactions, a certain game with microtransactions, 2K Battlegrounds.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Well, I got that one for free.
Microtransactions in that.
Yeah, I haven't played that one yet. How's that one?
It's fun, but there
not on my
are
list.
way too many things you need to purchase.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Like you need to purchase things in the creation suite. There are also things you still need to purchase. It's a creation suite. You should be able to create whatever you want, and without all the extra items, you barely have anything to work with. You have an elbow pad, you have a second elbow pad, you have an elbow pad that's blue. Like it's all just the same thing.
Like a money suck. To try
But
to
you gotta buy
get
'em.
you to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
But you're gonna spend your dad's money buying things, aren't you?
He's not really like that, dude.
Huh.
I told you, like I got him. You seen it, right, Aidan? What did I get you? Say it in the microphone.
A PlayStation 5.
God damn right I did. And did you open it right away?
No.
When are you opening it?
On my birthday,
When is that?
July
July what?
11.
Guess what
He-
happens? Guess what happens 9 days later?
What's that?
My birthday.
Your birthday's in July?
Actually, guess what happens? When's your birthday, Aidan?
July 11.
Can't hear that.
9 days from tonight.
Well, 9
You can hear
days from that night.
You know who Tony Khan is?
Then you shouldn't have said it.
I've heard that name before. Dang it.
Do you know who Vince McMahon is?
Yes.
They can't hear you, Aidan. You're not talking.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That when Tony Khan's wrestling game comes out, it's probably not going to be on anyone's top 5 wrestling games.
Aiden's watched AEW a couple of times.
Do you like AEW, Aidan?
AEW is pretty good.
But
in my personal opinion, it's not as good as WWE. The reason why is because WWE basically kickstarted every wrestling company after it. Without WWE, there wouldn't be an AEW or an Impact or anything really.
That is true.
Or at least it wouldn't be as popular as it is today.
do you know what a strung out? Do you know what it is to be a strung out, coked up promoter?
No, I do not.
That's Tony Khan. Just putting it out there. You ever see any? You ever see in high school? So you going to high school now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Before you answer this question. Well, I'll ask this question. Like, what are some of your biggest concerns about going to high school, or are there any concerns? Are you excited about it? Like what's the deal?
I'm not really concerned about anything really.
We can hear him, Ray. He's good. We can hear him.
I just want him to be effing near me. All right, go ahead, Aidan. Don't leave on me.
I don't really have any concerns. I'm actually really incited. Listen.
Oh, you're gonna be inciting some problems, I'm sure.
I'm actually pretty excited to be going to high school, especially that I applied to an art high school. So that's probably gonna be really fun.
Yo, that would be dope if you went to like one of those art schools in New York, because there's a lot of really good art programs and art schools up there.
Well, that's what he's going.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's dope, dude.
That's what he's
Keep
going.
up. Follow your dreams.
What are
Young
your
man.
dreams? What are your dreams? Like if you had a big dream, what would it be? Now this is a teenager. What was he? Generation Z? This kid?
I don't know what generation.
Yeah, it's
he
Gen
is.
Z.
You're Gen Z?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you guys suck. You're all right though. Go ahead.
Besides animation, if I had like a really big dream, acting would be my biggest dream.
Get him in some improv classes, Ray.
You gonna send me a check?
Yeah.
What is this comment here by Canada Spaceman? What is he asking me? Before
What?
I literally find where he lives. Because you know I can do that.
Yeah. He's wanting to know how many McGriddles can Matt Riddle griddle if Matt Riddle could griddle McGriddles.
I'm talking about this one.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what he's going on
Honestly,
about.
neither do I.
Yeah, clarify that, Canada Spaceman. Really be clear. I really want to know exactly what you're asking me.
He said it so wrong. Like it.
He says, hold on. He says, if I was reading that, if he is 13, let him watch all wrestling and be severely disappointed. Wath new stuff.
I've never heard of Wath. Who is this man?
No, I don't know who this is.
He lives on Hoth.
He lives in Canada, bro. You know how that is. They're not too smart.
Yeah, and he's probably really high today too.
Yeah. Everybody has been smoking that terrible, evil marijuana, which you will never smoke in your life, right?
That devil's lechuga.
Correct.
Lechuga del diablo.
El lechuga del diablo. Say that.
Lechuga del diablo.
Devil lettuce.
There you go.
There you go. That works.
So have you ever been a witness to like terrible bullying, or have you ever been bullied?
At my school? No, actually.
He says it shockingly.
Which I'm surprised because I've heard a lot of stories about bullying in school.
But then again, you're like 8 feet tall, so I'm just wondering.
Yeah, they're not gonna mess with you. You're big.
Well, I've never seen bullying, nor have been bullied by somebody, so that's good.
See, when I was a kid, I'm gonna move this mic a little closer to me. When I was a kid, I used to get bullied because I was big.
In the
That's
pants.
something, huh?
In the pants.
Yeah, that too. I used to get bullied all the time because I was big, and what I realized was, people were scared of me, so they had it. Like I remember this kid, Jason, little skinny kid. He was a little piece of shit. He reminded me so much of like Greek god Papadon. You know, he had a little Napoleon complex. But do you know who? Come here, Aidan. Do you know who Greek god Papadon is?
No.
Nobody does.
That's the second time.
Fuck that guy. Anyway.
Hey, wait. I think there's more people that were gonna laugh too. Oh no, wait.
Greek god Pop. Do you know who he is, Aidan?
No, I do not.
I hope somebody clips this part and sends it directly to Greek god Pop.
Directly to Greek. Hey, whatever happened to that Jason guy? Drowning a lake?
Jason, who's sensation?
The Jason guy you were talking about that you bullied.
Oh no, so Jason I didn't bully him. He was bullying me or trying to bully me. And this kid would just want to pick a fight with me all the time. And I didn't like fighting because I was afraid to hurt somebody when I was a kid. Like I was a big kid and
You were a boxer.
I grew up in that too. And I grew up in a, my father had done his boxing days, finished his wrestling days. He was a minister and everything like that. And I grew up in a very Pentecostal home. And I thought I was afraid to fight because I was afraid to get in trouble to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forget this story. I don't think I've ever told this story. So I'm is that PS, PS 134, right?
Yeah.
So the little basketball courts in the cage?
Yeah.
Where they have, well, it used to be basketball courts, but now it's like a little playground for little kids.
Correct.
Okay. So in that little basketball court, bro, this kid Jason would not leave me alone. And he just started lighting me up. Like little punches, like it was like little claws, and bro, I remember this guy, Pablito, he was a friend of the family, God rest his soul. He grabbed me around the neck and he spun me around and he goes, "Yo, why aren't you fighting that guy back?" And I said, "I'm afraid." I said, I don't want to fight him. I'm a Christian. I'm not supposed to fight him. And he goes, "Let me tell you something. Just because you're a Christian, you ain't no punk. Now go over there and kick that kid's ass. You bigger than him. One punch." And I went over there and I laid the kid out, bro. I hurt that kid, man. And it felt so good. It felt good. I remember he was on the floor bleeding, Aidan, and I licked the side of his face. And
How about we stop embracing evil? Okay, let's move on to the next segment.
When you did that, Ray, did it make you feel like this?
It's fucking awesome.
Something like that.
Something like that. Well, Ray,
yo,
anything else that you would like to talk about tonight?
You have
anything else that you would like to get off your chest?
Not Aidan? Really. Before we jump into, my union, we finally got a raise.
Okay, was it more than 8%?
It was 12%, 12.9%.
So you got a 4.4% raise.
Here's the deal. So what they basically did was they gave us a 12.9% raise over 4 years.
Oh, so you got fucked royally anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So they're saying, "Oh, it's the biggest raise in union history." Technically it is, kind of.
Well, with 8.5% inflation.
Exactly.
It's that's 4.4%.
That's the kick in it. But we're gonna give you a $3,000 bonus. Well, you can take that bonus and shove it up your ass because $3,000. What's $3,000? What's 3,000, Aidan, divided by 4?
Is that a month's rent for you, Ray? Like a month and a quarter's rent?
Well, here where we live in Brooklyn, me and Jen only pay $1,200 for this big apartment.
So that's 2 months' rent. So okay, that's about as much as I thought it would be.
Yeah, not bad,
but
right?
for most people, it's probably about 2 months' rent. I would say, if
Right.
that, right, 1.5.
I would say so. So I'm just which we'll get. No, so yeah, but that's the thing. Like like with the, people, you make more money, you pay more taxes.
Yeah.
So we're really not going to see a pay increase. It's not going to help us. So it's like $1 increase or something like that this year, and then it goes up to $7 increase next year. but then it stays the same the third year, and then it goes up another like $5 the
They
fourth
should
or
have already
seventh.
given y'all like the $7 or $10 raise now because
That's
you've been getting
that is our issue.
yeah.
That is our issue, and that's the problem. So now they're trying to ratify this contract, and the problem is Colin. And the thing is that nobody's gonna people whether we vote no or yes, it's still gonna be a yes if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So
Business
anyway,
business the business of the union has to continue to run there, Big Ray.
yes. So it is what it is, man. Bonuses get taxed at a high. No, so
They do certain bonuses do. Yours might be a little different because it's like a union type of thing.
ours is gonna be
What she's saying is like in my business, if I get a bonus and it comes and it's like written out that it's a bonus check, they raised like 5-6 years ago, they
right.
raised the taxes on that when I
Right.
think when Obama was in office. And so now like bonus checks get taxed like 50-60% almost.
Well, Colin, I didn't realize the time.
Yeah, let's
And,
do
it's
this.
getting pretty late. So, Aidan, this is one of my very favorite portions of the show. This is the top 5, and I'm actually looking for it, but Colin has put so many freaking things on this gimmick stream. I found it though. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Oops, and that music is still freaking playing. Isn't that something? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our favorite segment of the day. It is time for our
Hey, look, Aiden tits.
put those tits away, please.
Sorry.
I'm a minor.
Jesus Christ,
Sorry.
Colin.
Sorry.
Top 5.
It's now the time for our top 5. For our top 5. It's now the time. Yeah. It's now the time for our top 5. For our top 5. It's now the time. Yeah.
All right. It's our top. What does this say here? I'm a minor. Save that. I can't. What is this? I couldn't. Why you pull it down for? I can't read that. Save that for the soundboard. It's our top 5. Colin, you muted.
Yes, I am.
Of course,
Yes,
Colin's talking. So we're gonna do. So this was Aidan's pick this week. Aidan didn't give me his list. I didn't really look at it, Aidan. I gotta be honest with you. So I don't have any. I'm not gonna have any audio clips for Aidan. But we're gonna give our top 5 pro wrestling video games, and then we're gonna jump into the mail sack.
Wait, but I thought in the
Big
intro
Ray.
you said
Buckshot Kid is very upset.
you guys talk about everything but pro wrestling.
Shut up, Aidan. All right. What are you saying?
We have to interrupt this segment
With what?
with an emergency. What floor is Mario on?
Shit. I gotta call him. He's probably going home.
He's on 0 floors. Ladies and gentlemen, get it in now.
What floor is Mario
floor
on, guys?
Is Mario on?
We're gonna call my friend.
We got 15.
All right, 15. No, he's
15 was
lower.
the floor last week. There's a chance he could be going home. Floor 2. Okay. Someone put in his car. No one has put that yet.
Hey,
Mario.
how are you? What's up?
Yo, so man, I totally forgot to call you. I'm assuming that you are either going home already or you're on at least the first floor.
I'm on my way home on the safe streets of Manhattan.
If you said in his car, you are a winner.
He walks home. He only lives like 2.5 blocks away.
You
from
said
the
in
job.
his shoes, you're a winner.
I walk home and I have a stack of hundreds sticking out of my back pocket, and that's how I do my martial arts training, bro.
It's the best way to do it. Best way to do it. Usually, if someone runs up to you on
I
the
stole
street,
that from Hulk Hogan
Mario.
like back in the day. So
Wait, you did what? You had
happy
sex with
420, guys, by the way.
Wait, what'd you say? You had sex with Hulk Hogan back in the day?
No, I said I stole that from Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
It's like one of his early montages.
Yo, Mario, you know
how he would train. What's up, Al?
you know what I did?
What did you do?
I made a big mistake.
I saw you guys had Aidan on the show. Hello, Aidan.
Say hi.
Hello.
Hello, young man.
That's Mario. That's my coworker. He touches my pee-pee all the time. It's weird.
I was
Fantastic.
trying to think of questions for you, but I didn't want to cross any lines that you might not be mentally ready to cross.
Well,
I
so
just
ask the
showed him
que-
some tits, Mario.
don't stop it. Ask them the question right now. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's one of the best things in life, Aidan, that you're gonna ever know? What's one of the best things in life?
Oh, that is a hard one.
I have to tell you before some member of the Board of Ed destroys your life with stupidity.
No dead air, Aidan.
I don't know. I don't know what to respond with.
Well, what's one of the best things in life? Just say your father. Jesus Christ, it's so simple.
All right. My parents.
I was going to tell you, just so you know, jot it in your little notebook there. It's a pussy, bro. A warm, wet fucking pussy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to hang
Yes.
up on Mario.
Thank you, Mario. Yes,
Mario.
on that note, Mario.
Love you guys. You guys be well.
I'm gonna lose my. What?
I had to protect him before those damn school teachers try to destroy him, bro.
So you could have just said women.
He could have. He could have.
I think it's different.
No, because not all women have nice, warm, wet pussies. Some of them.
Mario.
Real quick before I go,
Yeah.
what's up, bro?
You know what I did? So stupid.
What did you do?
I was so exhausted on Tuesday because I had so much. Dude, I don't know. I think everybody was afraid that we were going on strike. So what they did was, bro, the bags, everything was heavy. Like the garbage bags were all full to the top, every floor. I was exhausted. You know what I did, Mario? I left.
What did you do?
I left the elevator off with my key in it, and I left. I
saw the picture this morning. But listen, first let me congratulate you, Big Ray.
Why?
On our new contract, and thank you for keeping us posted as to what's going on. For I've been a little too busy to pay attention to all the details.
I was the strike
captain. I just want to apologize to Aidan for being a little vulgar, but that's my style, bro. And we have to keep it real in the world.
Well, Mario's probably at this point in juncture, Aidan. He's probably what is he smoking right now? The
marijuana.
I smoked some of the devil's lettuce. That was earlier, 2 times earlier in the day. Ray, I'm a little disappointed you didn't get there yet, but God willing, you will.
I'm probably gonna do it after he goes to bed. Maybe take a toke or two. Yes, Aidan, I do partake in that. It helps with Daddy's sciatica.
What? It helps with his glaucoma.
And I'd like to leave you with a little bad joke, if I may.
Yes, God, please don't get us fired.
Please, Mario.
Go for it.
No, I won't. What do Jamaicans like to put on their waffle?
What?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have.
I do much better jokes.
Even my jokes aren't that bad.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, hey, listen. Good luck to you, young man, in your education. Don't let them ruin your minds like they're trying to ruin all these American children's minds with their Marcus garbage.
He doesn't know who Mark is. Love you, Mario. And he's been shot. He's been shot dead.
He's gone. I was gonna tell him if anyone tries to accost him on the streets of New York, he just needs to strip down and get naked.
He's been shot. He's been shot dead right in the street. Imagine he is.
God, don't say that about
that. Would suck, dude. I love
Well,
Mario.
let's go ahead and get on to our top 5 then.
All right, so I guess we're going Aidan for holy shit.
Oh God, I gotta take another sip. Hang on.
Hold on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
You there. Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Matt, now that you've entered the chat, I have to take a sip of this flaming hot Mountain Dew. No, we're not sponsored.
I have a question for you. Has it gotten any more spicy?
No.
So it's just like, is it hot at all?
I mean, if you were to take several sips in a row, there is that burn.
So
from
it's
the flaming hot portion of the Mountain Dew.
So it's basically just orange flavored Mountain Dew.
I wouldn't say it's orange flavored. It's definitely more limey.
Well, anyway, we're gonna acknowledge as the great tribal chief. We're gonna acknowledge Matt Schaffer. Matt Schaffer, who has stumbled upon my son Aidan's very first podcast, and my coworker just said a terrible word to him live on air.
He said pussy.
And I stop it. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna lose. Aidan, do you know what it is to lose? What do you call it?
Custody.
Custody. You know what it is to lose custody, Aidan?
No, I don't. What is it?
Well, you're gonna find out when
CPS is coming tomorrow.
You're gonna find out when your mother won't ever let you stay here again,
She's watching right now.
or when I can't ever see you again.
She's just gonna play this episode in court.
I think Aiden's happy about that.
They're gonna be like, he showed him. Look, they even showed him tits, Your Honor. And they're gonna put a picture of the birds up there. I listened to it. They showed him tits. All right. Well, we're
just so you know.
All right, so let's run through this, please.
All right. I guess Aidan, you're our guest. What is your number 5 favorite wrestling game?
Okay, just a quick disclaimer. Since I was born in 2008, I haven't played too many wrestling games, and the ones I do have memory of are all 2K games. So don't shout at me if it's just because it's all 2K, okay? Anyways, number 5 is Battlegrounds. The point I made before about having too many transactions. If it didn't have all those transactions, then I would probably put it much higher on the list because it's a fun game. But another thing that brings it down is the story mode. The story mode, it's generic and it's boring. Like there's really I'm talking.
Oh, sorry.
There really isn't any motive to keep playing. Like you could just play just a normal match and you get the same reward. So there's that.
Yeah, I got it for free on PlayStation Plus. I have yet to try it. The cartooniness of it just kind of turned me off on wanting to play it. It looks like it's meant for kids.
What's that? The Battlegrounds gimmick?
Yeah, the Battlegrounds game. Yeah.
Mm. Well, I'm trying to set up my little quick video for my number 5, but
it's okay. Well, my number 5.
You haven't played that?
For Aidan, you get to play video games, wrestling games with your dad.
Yeah,
the earliest moments I have of playing video games.
Hold on. Colin never lets us speak, but go ahead.
No, you don't get to talk. It's white people only. Technically, you guys are white. It's
not at all, not even close.
On your tax forms. My dad used to play the NES version of WWF WrestleMania.
Ugh.
That would be my number 5. That's like it's so terrible with like the meat would fly around the back. If you were Andre the Giant, you'd have to go get it. I never understood the point of going back there and getting the power-ups, Ray. I just would kick and punch and then try to pin the person.
You don't understand meat?
No, I don't understand. Well, I mean, Andre the Giant gets meat.
Mm-hmm.
Then like Hogan gets a syringe. I think the Macho Man gets like a cape.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very fun game.
Was that a cape?
I don't know what it was.
Honky Tonk Man got a
Honky Tonk Man. I think it was a guitar.
Hulk Hogan was the gold chain with the cross.
Yeah, $1 Million Man was the money. I think. Uh-oh. We just lost Ray. I think he hit leave studio. Billy Ray, what happened? Big Ray's gone. I think the people that shot Mario came in and shot Big Ray. Oh no, wait, he's back. No, he's gone. He's back.
Sorry about that.
I thought the Dominicans came and shot you after they shot Mario.
I'm trying to share the screen here.
Which hey, I need you to play the music.
What music?
The chat music.
Oh, here we go.
Billy Ray Valentine said he got rid of you.
You there. Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
And,
all right.
And now I have to drink this Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot because Billy Ray Valentine came into the chat.
Billy Ray Valentine, the most infinite of all fringes. Okay.
What's your number 5 there, Ray?
All right. So my number 5 is
This is gonna get us banned.
You think so?
Yeah.
This is my number 5. Right here. The one with the commercial. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
The original pro wrestling. Let me just mute this here. So I'm gonna go through this really quickly. Bro, this was freaking epic for its time. Now, if you look at some of the gameplay here, bro, you can freaking throw people into the ropes.
Matt knows your list.
Oh, look, you threw the person outside the ring. You can do a suicida tope.
Ray,
Look
what
at
are
that.
you? We're not even seeing anything. You've got us on the WCW World Championship Wrestling
Oh, do I?
NES long play 625.
Do I? So why didn't you tell me that when I'm showing you all this shit?
Yeah, I was wondering the same. I was like, what's going on?
Jesus,
What's going on here,
Christ.
Big Ray?
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you, Ray? Tell him, Aidan.
Here.
I'm not talking about my dad. I'm talking about you.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, you didn't see the tope.
Starman.
You didn't see
Look
the
at
tope.
Starman
Hold on.
kicking ass.
Watch this. Like, see that? How freaking cool is that? No, so but seriously, man, like not for nothing. This game was made, I think, in 1985 or 1984.
I
if
did
I'm
like
correct.
this wrestling game. This was a fun one.
And the thing is that, you know, each individual wrestler had their own style. They had their own gimmick. They had their own special move. Like, this is so fun. Look at this. Look, he threw him outside the ring. It's incredible, bro. Again, this was so far ahead of its time. So you couldn't hear the music, right? Or nothing like that in the beginning?
We heard the music, but we couldn't see the video.
So
Okay, we don't need all this.
I'm just putting it out there. So that's my number 5, bro. And it's more because it's like what's the word? I'm like paying homage to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it like for me, that was the first ever wrestling game I ever played. And if you play it right now, I think it's top notch, bro. So that's my number 5.
All right, Aidan, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is just because of my bias of it being the first game that I would ever play by myself. WWE 2K15. Basically all I can really say is the nostalgia of playing it for me. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, but what makes the game good? Is it the story? Is it the graphics? Is it the fact that, you know, you have Mario saying things that he shouldn't say to you on the phone? What is it?
It's stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Don't
Stop
do-
doing
don't-
that. Stop
don't
doing
do
that.
it.
Stop doing that. Okay. It's mostly the very upgraded graphics from 2K14 on the PlayStation 3 to 2K15. Oh my god, it was upgraded so much.
What about the gameplay, story mode, downloadables, etc., etc., etc.?
All right, so I'm gonna talk about modes from worst to best. Starting off with my career.
Mhm.
My career.
You can look up at the camera if you want.
My career is basically if you were to just play simple exhibition matches with cutscenes every like 30 minutes in between for 20 hours straight or something. I don't know how you were able to complete it back then.
Because I'm freaking awesome. Hit the button, Mario. Hit the button there. This is why.
It's fucking awesome.
That's me.
Big Poppy.
Yeah.
The Red Sox.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The story mode is just boring. The creation suite is very dumbed down. It's basically create your superstar and download superstars. That's all there was. And in the create a superstar itself, there was very minimal things that you could do there. There was really nothing to customize your superstar to make it look unique. But the best mode was oh shoot, what was it called?
No dead air. The best mode was the Divas match where they brought in panties. All right, what's next? What we got there? What happened?
No.
What?
No bra and panties?
No bra and panties match?
No,
There wasn't a bra and panties
that
match?
was not in the game. Why did I forget?
All right, so what's your favorite thing about the thing? We have to move on. Nothing. Nothing. He didn't like the game. The game taught what?
I remember it being a good one. A good 2K that year.
15? 15
Yeah,
sucked.
15. You suck.
Oh.
You suck.
Do I suck, Aidan?
My showcase.
Oh, jeez. You serious? You could have Googled that, dude.
That's
My
funny,
showcase.
That's funny. So my number 4, we started out with the Nintendo. We're going to the Sega Genesis as my number 4 is the WWF Royal Rumble for the Sega Genesis.
That's a good one.
Ray, I used to love this game because I would pick one character, and then the secret to the Royal Rumble is you throw them against the ropes, and then you hip toss them over you, and they go out the ring, or you can atomic drop them out of the ring if you're close enough, right? So I could get in and get through the first like 15 dudes. As soon as they come in, I would Irish whip them and then toss them straight out of the ring, and it would work like almost every time until about the 15th, 16th person, and then they would get like the computer would get hip to it, and then it would make it like a challenge. But this game was so much fun. You could play as Razor Ramon, Lex Luger, the I think he was the Narcissist at the time, the Undertaker. Let me see, Hogan is in the game, Macho Man. There's just so many. Fun. I got just Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart. Just such a fun game to play. I had so many memories playing with my brother and our friends in the neighborhood playing the WWF Royal Rumble.
And I got to tell you something. Maybe this is going to be on his list, but we had so much fun playing 2K22 today. It is a really, really well done game. Like hold on, let me fix my mic here. It was really fun. Am I right?
It was. It really was. Even when you lost, it still felt fair because, I don't know. You tell them.
The matches are long. Everything is smooth. The transitions are good. Everything works. The reversals are fair.
Everything is quick.
Yeah, everything works. It's just really, really well done. Like they did a really good job with this. But holy cow!
Welcome.
Who are you?
What's up?
What? Hi.
We're 1 hour in the podcast. Why'd you come now?
Because I was listening. Listen, you are completely, you're fine. You're 100% fine. But I was listening to this list, and I wasn't even scheduled to come on. I just came from outside and turned it on. I'm listening to this list, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell's going on here? So I asked Mr. Colin Wysong to be kind enough to send me a link, and he absolutely has. And I am here to save this list.
Oh, Jesus
this top
Christ.
5 professional wrestling list. Like Chris Jericho,
Here we go.
the Ayatollah of rock
this
and
happens.
roller.
How often does this happen?
It's happened a couple of times.
Well, first off, before we get busy, Billy Ray Valentine, everyone else, we must.
Cameron Grimes.
Not that. Wrong button. We don't. We're not doing the Cameron Grimes, ladies.
Wrong
and
button,
gentlemen.
Colin.
Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Welcome to the show, Sonic the Hedge Rat.
Sonic the Hedge Rat is in the house.
As I take a sip of my flaming hot Mountain Dew.
So Sonic, just so you know, Sonic, every time somebody joins the chat, Colin takes a sip of this terrible torture juice. It is flaming hot Mountain Dew, and Billy Ray is drinking his
Flaming
urine,
hot water.
his sterile urine. Tastes good and sterile. Aidan too. Aidan's drinking his urine.
Ray, hit us with your number 4.
Well, Billy Ray, he's here. Is he going to give us number 5?
Number 5 and 4, Billy Ray Valentine.
Yeah, number 5 and 4.
The greatest professional wrestling top 5 video game list ever assembled.
This guy's a goofball, isn't he?
We're going to get into it right now. It's not a goofball. This is a prophecy. It's
You're
not a
very biased.
goofball. It's the most accurate list ever put together.
You are
Raymond,
very biased on your own opinion.
pay attention.
You know that?
You too, kid. Pay attention, okay? Pay
No.
close attention to what's going on here
How
so you
about
can
now?
see how to do it in the future. And you
How
can
about
be
now?
better than your dad.
How about now?
All right.
What?
We're going to do it anyway. Number 5, Steel Cage. The Steel Cage video game that you went to get at the arcade. It
Which
was
one
the
are you talking
best.
about? Which one are you talking about, Billy Ray? You don't even know the name of it.
It was the Steel Cage game.
Is that what it was?
Steel Cage game.
Introducing the Steel Cage game.
That's
Very
it.
specific.
Very
You
generic.
guys can make fun all you want, but afterwards, everybody listening is going to go, what's the Steel Cage game that Billy Ray was talking about? We don't give a damn about all that other stuff. And they're going to go Google it and be like, oh my God, this was an amazing game.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
that's
is.
what's
A,
gonna
it's still
happen.
a cage game. Oh my gosh, we got John Bryant is in the.
You there,
Hold on.
sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
All right,
We're
so
not halfway down yet. We're almost there.
hey John, just so you know, everybody that jumps in the chat right now, Colin is drinking some of this disgusting, flaming hot Mountain Dew. It
Why
is
do I
it
even
is
do this to myself?
it is absolute torture. It's like drinking the drippage from New York City subway platform. It's disgusting.
Hmm?
But John Bryant, one of my good old friends and a very, very loyal supporter of everything. Why are you holding up a slipper in your hand? Well, you're right. We kill roaches with those things. So what's your number 4, Billy Ray Valentine?
Number 4.
And by the way, Matt Shafford's WWF WrestleMania steel cage. Now I know what it is, Matt. Thank you, my friend. I had no idea what the hell this guy was talking about. He's like, oh,
You had you absolutely
cage
knew.
wrestling.
I knew what you were talking about.
Let's cage wrestle. Yeah, goofball.
This is what they do in their home. You see, they have
Yep.
no idea
Right.
about what real lists are about, what real concrete lists. Top 5. All right, so the number
Top 5.
4. The number 4 greatest pro wrestling game.
You're gonna hold. Wait, let me just chastise you real quick, Billy Ray Valentine.
What's up, buddy?
If you're gonna hold up a 4,
Yeah.
there's only one proper way to hold up a 4, and you have to like slightly bend your fingers, and you have to hold your hand like this, like you're part of the 4 Horsemen,
I'm not a part of the 4
your
Horsemen.
Arn,
What we're
like
doing
your
right
Arn
now.
Anderson.
Or you could do the TNA gimmick when they did the what was it, Fortune? No? All right, go ahead.
Don't show your
Sorry.
son that.
What? Oh, the shocker?
Yeah.
We'll talk about
All
that
right,
later.
so
kid.
so number 4 is WWE No Mercy. It was an excellent game. That's number 4. Like this, like the 4 Horsemen. I used to have a 4 Horsemen T-shirt that I got when WCW came to Madison Square Garden, the Paramount Theater. Ray has no idea about any of this because he never
I
went
do.
to any shows ever. I
Never.
was there.
What's my
and,
dad shows?
And I picked up a 4 Horsemen shirt, and every time I walked through the city,
He stole
somebody
it.
would go like this to me. Somebody would do that.
No, there was
me.
no, it was like this.
No, that's what they do to you in the subway at night when you're coming home.
Wow.
Don't
You're
confuse
gonna
you.
let him just talk to you like that?
He's lubing his
Damn
lips
right,
to go
kid.
get ready for
Pay
work, too.
attention. Pay attention to Billy the Kid. I'll teach the boy. I'll show him. Go ahead, Colin.
Ray, what is your number 4, Ray?
So again, this isn't the best video games, but it's our favorite video games, wrestling video games. So my number 4 is again, I'm going to stay with the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original version, and this was the first time I saw a non-WWF game on this system, and it's a really hard game. It's not easy. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to run down the roster really quickly to this game, and here we go. Sting, Dr. Death Steve Williams, Road Warrior Animal and Hawk, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Rick Steiner, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Mike Rotunda, P.S. Hayes, the Total Package Lex Luger, the Game Master Kevin Sullivan, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And of course, they had a secret character at the end, the very big. It was Andre the Giant in a mask, basically. This is WCW. It was the release date was April 1st, 1990. I freaking loved this game, and I loved it because it was hard, but also much like Billy Ray loves it hard. But also,
Yo, he said it, not me. He said I loved it because it was hard. Is this the one with the Road Warriors on the cover, Ray?
Yeah, I do have it. Yeah, see that?
There you
It's
go.
kind of be blurry, but yeah, it's with the Road Warriors on the cover. And what I loved about the game was this is the first time that a wrestling game used where you press up in A. And then he did a pile driver, press right in A. He did a backdrop, and each wrestler, you can pick their individual moves. But the cool thing is with each wrestler had a finisher. Now, some of the finishers didn't really match the wrestler, but like Ric Flair did his figure 4. Sting did the Stinger Deathlock, Scorpion Deathlock, excuse me. Ricky the Dragon and Steamboat came off the top rope into the splash. So a lot of these wrestlers used their finisher. My favorite guy, believe it or not, I used to use all the time was Dr. Death Steve Williams. He did the Power Slam, the Oklahoma Stampede. Dude, if you go back, I challenge any of you gamers right now, including you. You've played it. Have you tried playing it? He didn't like it. I think he tried it with me.
Have I?
Yeah, you have. We'll try it again. I have the Nintendo there and I have the game. Dude, it is freaking hard. Colin's never hard anymore, but it's hard. Colin, you know what hard is, right?
No.
And after Colin finishes that bottle of that New York City MTA sewage, he'll never get hard again. Hard. So that is my number 4. And I love that game, guys.
I hated that game, but mostly
Why?
because it was impossible to beat. I was never any good.
I beat it.
Good for you, bro. I didn't.
I beat it. You know how so the giant, the Andre the Giant character at the end,
Mhm.
you literally, bro, the match has to go almost the whole, I think it's like a 15-minute time limit. And you just have to go back and forth, hitting him with drop kicks over, back and forth, back and forth. And you cannot stop because if he grabs you, I think his thing was he would pick you up and choke you. It was very difficult, bro.
That's the sound that Ray makes when he's choking things.
No, the sound that you make is
yeah, there you go. That's what the guys are used to hearing. Aidan, let's hear your number 3.
Okay, my number 3, WWE All Stars. The thing I like about this game is that it's simple, but it's to the point and it's fun. It's more like an arcade game where it doesn't focus on simulation type physics. Everybody just flies around like they're on cocaine or something, and
how do you know what people fly around on? I'm just wondering.
What is your mom teaching you when Big Ray's not around?
Shit. Please continue though. Everybody's flying around.
So, for example, a cruiserweight can lift up Andre the Giant like it's just a normal thing for them. And
I just wanted to hug you.
That is assault. Why are you doing this to
me? Please. Oh boy, Mario's wife is mad at him for the vulgarity. Don't blame her. Anyway,
worried about you.
So you like the fact that it's the physics of the game and how continue.
And again, everything is also fast paced. There isn't really a story mode per se, but there are some how do you say mini modes? I guess.
Yeah, that's what they used to call Colin in high school. Mini mode.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. It's all right, Colin. We're used to it.
We're gonna talk about a lot of things later.
Yeah, a lot of things. All right, so who's up next?
Cut.
So my number 3. Well, I got a couple honorable mentions here in the chat.
Oh Jesus!
So I've as a PlayStation 4 owner, I just recently jumped ship to PlayStation 4 in the last couple of years.
Sorry.
Fire Pro Wrestling is a
I
game
heard that was dope. I've never
Really
played
good.
it, but I heard it was fantastic.
The controls are definitely different from what you're used to with most games, but I love the creative character aspect. I mean, you can pretty much download anything, everything, customize your own characters, make like Billy Ray Valentine. I had Matanza from the temple as a character in Fire Pro Wrestling. That's what's really cool about it. You can even make your own, like if you're a fan of the temple, you can have all of those characters and all of that cool stuff. You can make anybody anything, right?
Dope.
That's kind of the if you like simulations and that type of stuff, that's the game for you. And then the old school games that I can't remember what they were, but the GameCube WWE games that came out, friends of mine, we used to get together and just destroy A buttons on those GameCube controllers because that's how you had to reverse everything. And we were just sitting there just pumping the hell out of the fucking A button just to try to reverse on each other and get out of pins and all those other types of things. I can't remember what games they were exactly for the GameCube, but those were the honorable mentions for me. My number 3, this is kind of a tough one. I didn't actually own this one, so that's why it's my number 3 and it's not my number 2. But anytime that I could get my hands on it or it went over to a friend's house and they had it, I had to play it. It is SmackDown 2, Know Your Role.
That's a good one.
It is
just
a good
changed.
game,
It changed going, there were a lot of different wrestling games that came out of that time, and a lot of different control schemes, and like there was that terrible WCW Nitro game that came out where the the controls were weird. The WWE Warzone game, the controls were weird. Like they actually had to use the C buttons. And if everybody remembers the design of the 64 controller, it's hard to use the C buttons and use every other button on the joypad and everything. But SmackDown, the simplest controls since the WCW versus NWO Revenge and a lot of those types of games from the 64. And then you could climb up on top of the cage. You could throw people through the cage. That's all we used to ever do. I know come on, Ray. You and your buddies would get together. Y'all play SmackDown. And the first thing you do is cage match. Everybody's got finishers turned all the way up. You all climb up to the top of the cage, and it's finisher fest. It's just constant finishers, and whoever falls off the cage loses, basically.
Well, it was a great game, and much like Aidan, I'm getting bored. What's next?
Billy Ray Valentine.
WWE WrestleMania 2000 was fantastic. I love that game. That was for the Nintendo 64. I always played it as Chris Jericho. It took me forever to win the Royal Rumble to make it to. I remember like it was yesterday because I was Chris Jericho and I beat the Big Boss Man. I pinned him to win the Royal Rumble, and it was like the biggest accomplishment of my life at that time. And the creation mode was dope. I had my cousin created Taz, Sabu, Dr. Death, Steve Williams to the T back then. Love that game. The graphics were a little iffy, but at the time,
right,
they were dope as I really dug that game.
I'm gonna jump in and just give my number 3 because my number 3 is exactly the same as Billy Ray Valentine's. It's and that's why I was showing Aidan. It's WrestleMania 2000, and I remember one of those moments where you remember where you were,
right?
So I had gone over my buddy Hiram's house. He lived on Avenue C and 9th Street. I went up and he had this Nintendo 64 and he had this game WrestleMania 2000. And he goes, "Yo, you want to play WrestleMania 2000, man? This shit is dope." I'm like, "Okay, let's play." And I never held the Nintendo 64 controller. And Colin's correct that C button is a bitch and a half. But I'll tell you, so there was a game, I believe Aki. They made multiple Japanese games, and this was the first game that used the strong. So this is a thing. This is the cool thing. Talking about WWE 2K22 before. WWE 2K22 reminds me of this game because they use a strong grapple, they use a weak grapple, they use a strong strike, a weak strike, so on and so forth. And the finishers are different buttons for a signature, for a finisher, and then you have all these great characters. Colin is high as fuck, by the way, guys. And let me tell you something, man.
Contacts are starting to get dry and bother me.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. You shouldn't let jizz in your eyes. But listen, it was so good. I love you, buddy. It was so good because you're right, Billy Ray. The graphics were blocky and boxy and everything, but they had full entrances. If I'm correct, they had title belts, which was new. I had never seen anybody walk down with a title belt, and the story mode was amazing, and the creator character.
Yeah,
you're right.
Fantastic.
Was just the best. I had made my character, Big Ray, and it was just awesome. Like you can come down with a cane, you can manipulate the entrance. It was just so good, bro. It would have made my top 2, but number 2 beat it out. We'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
Yeah, me too. I was debating. Well, it would have made my top 2, but I was like, nah, I can't. It has to be number 3. Go ahead.
Aidan, you're number 2.
All right. I'm tired. For number 2, it's a very recent game. People have been playing it for 4 years because the one after sucked. WWE 2K19. It was
really good.
It was Ukes almost perfecting the WWE game formula, basically. I don't really have anything to add.
Well, that's it.
Honestly,
2K19 was great.
They pretty much perfected it. That's it. They perfected the past games.
Right. Do you like the bra and panties match in that one?
There was no panties match.
We can move on.
That would be the best.
What wrestling games are you playing, Dad?
Well, they had bra and panties matches. SmackDown versus Raw, 2007, 2008, 2009. Right? Am I wrong?
I don't remember. I stopped playing
give
video
me
games
that
again.
Yeah, I
game.
stopped playing them around that time. So my number 2, again, this is lists of our favorites. The Attitude Era was such a big era, and to be able to play as those characters from the Attitude Era at the first moment on the Nintendo 64. My number 2 is the WWE's or WWF's Warzone.
Oh, Warzone was good.
There was, I used to play the hell out of Ahmed Johnson. Come on, the hitting people with the Pro River plunge. I'm playing Elden Ring now, but back in to like 97, 98, I was playing Warzone, Sonic the Hedge Rat. Playing as Gold Dust, the special moves that you could do there, and then just hitting people with Stone Cold Stunners. Just being Stone Cold. It had Mosh and Thrasher of the Headbangers that you could be as a tag team, and what that was such a great era of wrestling.
It was.
Dude, the Headbangers were fucking dope.
They were dope.
So fucking dope. That's my number 2, Warzone.
All right. In continuation of the greatest WWE or pro wrestling video games top 5 ever assembled.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
My number 2 is WCW versus NWO World Tour for the Nintendo 64. And I'll tell you why I like this game so much, okay?
Because it's
Forget
awesome.
about all the mainstream wrestlers that were on the freaking game. They had a lot of these other wrestlers with weird ass names, right? But they really resembled somebody you'd seen before.
They were Japanese wrestlers, right?
So I had the great Sasuke who was in the freaking game, and Hayabusa was in the game. And that was all you needed to tell me, okay? I would play as them all the time, and they did the crazy, like, Japanese high spots that you see every week now that back then were special. When you saw ECW and you had some of the wrestlers come out and they would do some crazy shit like, whoa, wow. Now you see it every week and everybody does them. But the great Sasuke would do this, the flip outside the ring. He would do cartwheels and then flip outside the ring. And then he did his classic, like flip into the elbow in the corner. That would kill people with that all the time. Yeah, I love that game, and there were other people in that game that I can't remember, but it was mostly the great Sasuke and Hayabusa that I would use. And of course, they didn't go by those names, but it was clearly them. I think Atsushi Onita was in the game. I forget who else was in the game. There was tons of freaking people. I love that game. I'll never. I still have it in my closet. I should break it out at some point.
Number 2, Ray.
I want to mention a couple of names on the roster here. DJ Funkmaster Flex.
Funkmaster Flex.
Keith Murray, Ghostface Killer. Scarface, Capone, Noriega. Ludacris, Redman, Method Man, DMX. Some of the multiple rappers in this game. The year was 2003. And, back then Def Jam had one of the deepest rosters in the rap game. And they wanted to make this engine was actually in 2003 was supposed to be made for WCW. So it was around 2000. The release date was 2003. This was made in 2002. WCW went under in 2001. This was originally supposed to be, if I'm correct, a WCW game. But what they did was they made it into a fight game. What am I talking about? This was a Def Jam Vendetta. This is my number 2. And if you have never played Def Jam Vendetta, bro, that was, yes, Matt, an incredible series, but that game was so cool. You had a character, a generic character that came in, a great storyline. You had a big boss. You had to work your way up in the underground where they would fight or wrestle for real. It was incredible. Aiden's about to fall asleep. It was incredible. It's fine, Aidan. I know you're way past your
We'll
bedtime, Chief.
We'll get through the top 5 for Aidan, and then he can go to bed, and we'll knock out.
He can because he's going to bed in here. So
the emails. Oh, nice. He can't. I was more of a fan of Fight for New York over Vendetta. myself.
It's just I get you. Fight for New York was amazing, but that one I spent the most hours on, and that's my number 2 by far.
Gotcha. Well, Aidan, what is your number 1?
2K22, no debate.
2K22. Wow, that's a strong.
That's how good the damn game is.
I have to get it.
I only played it today.
And here's the funny thing: Aiden's been alive only 13 years.
Mm.
So think about that one, guys. Have we thought about it? There's so much silence.
That's where we
here.
had silence there. We were thinking about it,
Okay.
right?
Got it.
Well, my number 1, Nintendo 64 again. Oh, what's that, Billy Ray?
No, number 1.
Number 1.
Go ahead.
Numero uno.
Numero uno.
Ichiban. Number 1 on my list.
Number Juan.
Number Juan on my
Number
list.
Juan.
Number 1 is WCW versus NWO Revenge. Now this
Good.
one again, so much like you had 4 controllers that could be plugged into the front of your Nintendo 64. And anytime you had friends over, you just did the Royal Rumble, the Battle Royale as they called it, because it was a WCW game. You couldn't call it the Royal Rumble. And you just you get the special people like you're talking about, Billy Ray Valentine. I would play as Aki Man or the Great Sasuke.
Dope.
And do flips on people all day. And the cool thing about the WCW Revenge game is you get thrown out. You just come back out as someone else. So you get to continue to play.
That's cool.
And you don't ever have to worry about like getting thrown out and it being over or whatever, right? Like it would be like, all right, cool. This is who I want to use. Ah, crap. Now I'm coming out as Scott Hall, which back in that day, Scott Hall was cool. But you could get the blood on people. Like if you hit them with a chair repeatedly, they would like get the blood on their face. Trying to think, you had Mortis. You could be Mortis. I think Glacier was in the game as well. I used to love playing as Mortis. Mortis is one of my favorite WCW characters of all time in that era. But yes, my number 1 is WCW versus NWO's Revenge.
That was a dope game, Colin.
I loved it.
So now I go, right?
Yes, sir.
So the number 1 greatest wrestling game in the history of wrestling games. Pay attention. Pay attention. The greatest wrestling game in the history of wrestling games, because I said so, okay, is, of course, Tecmo World Wrestling.
That is the shits.
For the Nintendo. It's the greatest wrestling game ever created, sir.
God.
Tecmo World Wrestling. You like the WCW. Okay, that shit was awful.
No.
If you want to talk about a game that was ahead of its time,
that's your number
Tecmo
1.
World Wrestling for the Nintendo 64. I picked that game up just because it was a wrestling game. I made my father buy it for me. And I started playing it, and I was like, oh, my God, this shit was so freaking good. Dr. Gildo, I used to use him. And he used to
Dr. Dildo?
And he used to do the what is it, the giant swing over and over again.
So wait, Dr. Dildo did the giant swing?
Matt Schaffer, shut the hell up. What are you doing over there? Don't you got a job to do? Don't you got a job to do? First of all, you should never question what I am saying, okay? And it's not my fault you were born 2 days ago.
Will you stop?
Go play this game. This game was excellent. Tecmo World.
Yeah, well, that's disgusting.
You played it.
And you shouldn't have said it.
Didn't you play this game, Ray?
Bro, that is the worst. Bro,
Are you serious?
It was terrible.
Tecmo World Wrestling?
Yeah, you don't have to say it again. I know what it is.
I think you have it mistaken with something else.
No, I have the game with the yellow.
And you think it's bad?
It's not great. It's not number 1 worthy.
It's the best game ever.
No, the game I'm going to say is the best game ever.
What's that?
Bro, am I next?
Yes.
Aiden's next.
No, you're next. Aiden already went.
I already said.
In my opinion, this is the perfect wrestling game. Multiple seasons. Like, you can go on forever with season modes, and it's never the same thing. Wife Watson, what does it say? Wife
He's sitting
Watson,
in awkward silence with his wife while she watches.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, my dear.
Don't rewind to the part where you said pussy.
No, shut up. Anyway.
No, it's okay. I already heard it before.
Yeah, he's heard it before.
I already heard you say it once.
Anyway, so again, this is going to be played in court probably. So here's the deal. This is a perfect wrestling game, guys. Everything from the upgrade in graphics, it took wrestling gaming to a next level. Like I said, the extensive and impressive storylines that just kept. You can change. You can pick a single wrestler. You can take that wrestler throughout a career that spans 20 years, basically. Everything was just amazing. I don't know what else to say about this, but SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, is legit and has one of the best rosters of any wrestling game of any freaking era.
For its time?
No, not for its time, period. It is legitimately like, I know a lot of people say it's their number one, but it is like, if you've played it, and I have it still, it is the closest to a perfect. I don't think there is a perfect wrestling game. That could be it. Much like people will say certain, like a Tecmo Wrestling is a.
That game is freaking dope, yo. I don't care what you say. You picked the WCW in your top 5. You want to talk about an awful freaking game? That's an awful game.
Let me just tell you something. Yeah, but that was my top 5. Here's the thing, not number 1. Here's the thing. The minute that you said that, this is the chat.
Oh my God! What the fuck just happened?
What do you mean what happened? What are you, blind? Jesus!
Yeah, that was pretty much the chat's reaction.
Billy Ray, seriously, did you smoke on 420?
No, that was a fantastic game, and the chat
all right, you know what?
The chat consists of Matt Shafford, who should be freaking reviewing South Park instead of talking about wrestling games that he has no idea about.
You can play as Stevie freaking Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn right.
You know what else game that you can play as Stevie Richard in?
What's that?
Retromania Wrestling, which you can purchase now.
That's like
which looks a lot like Tecmo World Wrestling, by the way. Just saying.
Pretty simple too. It's pretty simple too.
Right.
Aiden, get the tables.
Get the tables.
What? Nothing.
Get the tables.
All right, you know what, Billy Ray, if you want, you can pick another game as your number 1.
No, that's my number 1.
Okay,
First off, you said, "Oh, it's not what the best games. It's your favorite games," to justify your stupid ass picks. But now it comes to me, and I can't pick it. That's my favorite game. I thought it was dope.
So how many stars do you give it? How many stars do you give it out of 5?
5 stars out of 5, asshole.
Wonder what the star rating will be. I haven't heard that.
Has anyone hit 8 yet? Are we 9? Is he into the 10s yet? That moron. Nobody cares.
You know, I think I know who would have the definitive list. Billy the Kid. I think John Brisson. John Brisson would have the definitive top 5 wrestling games list.
Black Trump. Right.
Black Trump.
Black Trump would have had something to say.
Aiden, what would Donald Trump sound like reviewing a wrestling game? Go ahead.
Okay, where do I start? Okay, so for my number 5, I am going to pick WWE. Yeah, because
all right, Aiden, you had your shot, kid. You freaking missed it. Go ahead. Now it's next. That was terrible.
That's it. You're
not gonna fit in that hole.
Aiden, this is Aiden's spot.
Ow!
Roadhouse.
Get your shit together. Get it all
I
together.
thought it was pretty good,
Put it in a
Aiden.
backpack. All your shit. So it's together. Get your shit together.
I thought it was a pretty good impression.
It was good. It was good. He just
And
didn't
to be
have
honest, I'm the only one that matters here. And Colin. That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Listen, if you mention that shit game as your number 1, you've lost.
Shut up, WCW.
Where's
Go
the
ahead,
aliens? Can the aliens please get this guy?
Well, that is it for our top 5. That is the lists. The lists are over. They're
Billy
done.
Ray ended with a hot tamale fart.
Technically,
It's one of the best games ever made.
It's a good game. It's a good game. It's not number 1 though. Can't be.
In my opinion, it is. But at least we got Ray to say it was a good game. The game is freaking excellent.
It was a good game.
Okay, go back and freaking play it. You'll still have fun playing it now. Just saying.
Probably not.
Dope
Is that
game.
a bottle of Valentina on your shelf back there, Billy Ray?
Yes.
Nice.
That's what I do.
You
All right.
You drink now?
Yeah, after the chat reaction, I have to go drink and figure out my life. Anyway, let me go.
Where you going?
Yes, sir. He's off into the night.
Wait. Why do you just leave and shit? I don't understand. How do you just freaking just disappear?
Because he's unprofessional.
Most of the time, I have work to do.
He's the
Today
most
is-
professional.
Right.
Are you working today or no?
Nah, I'm off today, bro. It's dope.
What's that?
I'm off today, man. I'm off this week, which is dope.
What do you got planned? Do you have anything you could put over so that we can tune into before you bounce? You're not doing anything?
I'm not. I got nothing. Go over to theinfinitefringe.podbeam.com. I just did an episode with Ben Teitelbaum on Steve Bannon and Donald Trump and the occult roots of what it is they do. It's a good show. So go check that. The Infinite Fringe on Apple Podcast. That's all we got. America Unplugged this weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say America Unplugged, 12 p.m. Rockband.com.
Rockband.
All right. Well, thank you, Billy Ray Valentine, for ruining our top 5.
Thank you for letting me crash, guys. Appreciate it, bro.
You can always come in, dude. Just text Colin.
He put us
I
over.
can't always though, but today I could have, so it was dope. So thank you
Should've
both.
came in
Aidan, be
earlier,
good.
man.
Be good. Don't listen to
Be
Dad.
good.
All right.
Bye.
What'd you say? You motherfucker. He's gone off to be probed by multiple aliens right in the butthole.
Well, Ray, you know what time it is.
Oh, of course I do. It's time to get the fuck out of here after this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time, if I can find this, for the random mail sack. And of course, this song is still playing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the random mail sack.
Millsack. Millsack. Millsack.
All right. It is the random mail sack. Colin is a sack pro. Colin,
Definitely.
let us run through this quickly, my friend.
All right,
My
this
son
one
is exhausted.
This one comes from Buckshot Kid. I think he meant to send this from last week. Hello, Big Ray, Colin. It's Buckshot Kid. My top 5. Pumping Up with Hans and Franz. Number 4, Wayne's World. Number 3, Father Guido Sarducci. Number 2, Rosanna Dana. Number 1, Fred Garvin, male prostitute. Future top 5, porn movies, YouTube channels, and streamers. Thank you, Buckshot Kid, with your one from last week, which was top 5 SNL characters. We've got another one, Josh Floberg.
Love Josh.
Great choice for a top 5. This one is hard, but here it goes. Honorable mentions: Tag Team Wrestling NES, WWF WrestleMania NES, WWF WrestleMania 2000 N64, WrestleMania 19 GameCube. That might be one of the ones that we were playing on GameCube. Has heel rock entrance music and video. Number 5, WWF Royal Rumble Sega Genesis. Number 4, World Championship Wrestling NES. Number 3, Day of Reckoning 2 GameCube. Number 2, WCW NWO Revenge N64. And number 1, WWF No Mercy N64. Keep up the great show, guys. Why, thank you, Josh. This next one comes from Anoop Saha. Number 5, WWF Raw Sega Genesis. WWE Immortals mobile game. The one like Mortal Kombat. I've played that one.
That's pretty good. I like that one too.
I forgot about that game completely.
Yep. There's a couple of good WWE games. Like there's the puzzle one.
There's WWE Mayhem.
Yeah, they have some fun
What's
mobile
that?
games.
There's WWE Mayhem.
Yeah. There's a couple of those. Let's see. Number 3, WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2011. Number 2, WWE 13, the one with The Rock on the cover, and WrestleMania Showcase mode.
Wait, no. The 13 was the one with CM Punk.
No, 12 was CM Punk.
What?
12 was
And
CM Punk.
Number 1,
No, 12 was Randy
No
Orton.
Mercy. Google search it, gentlemen.
12 was Randy Orton. 13 was CM Punk. 14 was The Rock.
He's right.
Revised, delete last email. I don't notice anything that's different beside WWE 2K14, the one with The Rock on the cover, and 30 years WrestleMania Showcase. So he had said 13, it's 14 with The Rock.
Yeah, it's really good. That is a really freaking good. I forgot about that one.
Let's see. Hello, Colin and Big Ray. It's Buckshot. Hope all is well watching you on Twitch. Everyone follow on Twitch, Ridiculously Random Pod. Now my top 5. Number 5, Hammerlock Wrestling for SNES. Number 4, Virtual Pro Wrestling 64. That's WCW versus NWO World Tour for Japan on N64. Number 3, WWF No Mercy for N64. Number 2, Fire Pro Wrestling Returns for PS2. Honorable mention, Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. And number 1, WWE SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain for future top 5s, porn movies, streamers, channels, and sports. Take care, guys. So my brother got a PlayStation 1 when they first came out, and there was a WCW versus the World game. Do you remember that?
Of course.
Ray? But it was like they were all Japanese characters, and then like some of the WCW guys, and then like they had hidden characters. So like to be Ric Flair, you had to like go down off screen for one of the characters to be able to pick like Ric Flair or whatnot.
Yep.
I really liked that game. And the
good.
controls were a lot like NWO versus WCW Revenge, kind of that set of games. That was like my first kind of touch into that type of style of game. It was.
I need like touching yourself.
Yeah, I'm
Don't do that.
thinking about it.
I am still a minor.
That's a shake weight. Number 5. This one is from Michael Hernandez. Number 5, WCW versus NWO Revenge. Number 4, WWF WrestleMania 2000. Number 3, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Number 2, SmackDown versus Raw 2007. And number 1, WWF No Mercy. In parentheses, he says best.
Yeah, it's really great.
This next one we have from Dougie Fresh Richards. Maybe he's related to Stevie Richards. I know he's not related to Stevie Richard. Number 5, 1988 WrestleFest. Remember playing it as a kid in the arcade.
Yes.
Number
That's
4,
fun.
WWE All Stars, Xbox 360. Number 3, WCW Revenge. Number 2, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. And number 1, WWF No Mercy. And that's my list.
Nice list.
And we've got Adrian Manuel. Let's see. Hi, guys. Hope you both are having a good night. Here is the top list for me. Number 5, WWF Royal Rumble for the SNES. First wrestling game I got to this day. I still don't know how to play it, but I had fun with family. Number 4, WWE SmackDown versus Raw for the PS2. The promo video was the most memorable thing since it hyped up something that anyone could ever expect. I was hyped for it because of the trailer. Number 3, WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth for the PS2. The season mode was memorable. Always had fun playing it over and over. Also, I think this was the only game with Reverend Devon, so that is a plus. Number 2, WWE WrestleMania X8 for the GC. This was the first wrestling game I enjoyed playing with my brother. We had hours of fun playing it and listening to the wrestlers' themes. I still don't understand why the NWO had a different theme. And number 1, WWE 2K15. This more than likely will not top anyone's list. I really liked it, that it came out on PC and I was able to create my first promotion using that. With custom-built entrance musics, arenas, and creator wrestlers. The PC made it easier to keep track of everything with an Excel sheet. I still have it, and I expanded on it as the game continued, but stopped at 2K19. I see how 2K22 goes, and maybe I'll buy it to continue. It's late, so I hope you both take care. Appreciate all you both do, as always. Thank you, sir. And this last one comes from Gam Wolfers. What's up, randomators? Hope you guys had a great Easter and no bunnies were redirecting you to the thing. You know, the thing. I may be a millennial, but surprisingly, I've only played these wrestling games from the NES, Genesis, Game Boy Advance, SNES, and 64. Thank you, emulators. Here is my top 5 wrestling games. Number 5, WCW versus NWO World Tour. Number 4, WWF Raw for the SNES. Number 3, WCW NWO Revenge for the 64. Number 2, WWF Royal Rumble for the SNES. And number 1, WWF No Mercy for the 64. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I hope you guys enjoy the Lord's heavenly cabbage on this fantastic day. Yours truly, Gammy, sent from my high phone. And that is it.
You know the thing.
I can only Describe that mail sack in one word, Ray. Just
so you guys know, this fish has been chomping on this man's head for almost 2 hours.
That's not fish. That's the Amazon.
It's the Amazon man.
Yeah.
He looks like one of the mer people that you would fight in like the Zelda game.
Well, listen, I think Aidan has earned his podcast stripes with us. What do you think, Colin? Honestly,
what's that?
You think Aidan's earned his stripes?
Yeah. Lean into the mic. God damn it.
Okay, he's not saying anything. Ladies
There's
and
only
gentlemen,
one way to know if he's earned his stripes, Ray.
What's that? No. He's not doing a finger in the hole. All right, Colin, plug away so we can get the hell out of here.
At Colin Weissong on Twitter, at Colin Weissong on Instagram. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with April Hunter, the A Show over there at twitch.tv/the A Show. Sunday, possibly at 11, if not Monday, 12:30, the Impact Attack.
Jesus.
With the VBC, myself, the Vet, and Brandon. And we did it, boys. We've got incorporated. We are Ridiculously Random LLC, and we're gonna take this wherever we can take it, Big Ray.
Goddamn right we are. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
We have nothing in common.
Well, listen, man. Congratulations to us, because now this is a company. So you're all fired.
Well,
I'm
I'm
laid off.
the only employee at this
Shut up.
moment.
Shut up, Colin. Shut up.
You fired him faster than Vince.
So Aidan, say goodbye. Thank everybody for joining us, so on and so forth, and tell them if you want to share your social media.
Where can we find your awesome animations?
No.
Oh man,
I won't tell you. But
Talk
anyways,
to the mic, dude.
I am.
No, you're not. Hold on. Let me fix the mic. Right, go ahead. Go.
Anyways, goodbye, everybody. Thank you for the 15 people watching the stream. It's been a pleasure having you.
And that's it. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on social media anywhere at Big Ray Hernandez. Find me on Twitch. Find me on Twitter. Find me on freaking Instagram. Find me on TikTok. Yo, follow me on TikTok, guys. I think I'm pretty freaking
You'll like his TikToks. Follow his TikToks.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty entertaining. But anyway, guys, check it out. My son doesn't want to put over his social medias because he has certain social media that he has out there, and nobody's seen his face. That's part of his gimmick. So he's living the gimmick, as we say, right? Yeah. All right.
Aiden, have you ever seen Milkers?
No. We are not seeing Milkers.
That's a great set of Milkers.
I mean, he's not wrong. Those are indeed Milkers.
You want to see some jugs?
No, he doesn't. Goodbye, guys.
What about some melons? Chrome catchers? What about knockers?